It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Sacramento, where the Kings will be going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. One young gun we'll see tonight, Marvin Bagley. Cut in the mold of the modern age big man, can put the ball.
Fourth member of our crew, from the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. You look at Sacramento. Things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
And it's the last time they'll see these guys. A 2-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect them to play with a little extra added motivation.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, they want this win bad. Trust me, whenever you're playing a team 4 times or just twice, you never want to get swept.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Orlando, Olenek is out there with Isaac. Then it's Terrence Ross, and there's Money. And it's Bamba in at the 5 spot. Here's looking at the year so far. Teams that made big changes in the offseason, starting to develop now some chemistry.
It takes some time, especially if the acquisitions are on the younger side. And this is where great coaching can make all the difference. This is where great basketball culture in the locker room can make all the difference. It's all about, let's say, chemistry. What does that mean? It means trust. It takes time to build trust. It takes time to understand the players and what they like, where to get them the ball, what makes them better. And once you get to that point, it's a liberating feeling, because now you feel like, okay, guys, we got through the murky waters. Now we can have some fun. We know who we are. We have an identity. Let's go out and do us.
Now here's Hield. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. Olenek with the steal. Here's Money, guarded by Fox. Here's Money, sinks the 15-footer. Money's got his second bucket of the night.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy jumper, first bucket of the day.
That's all you want. It's a good shot to get yourself in a rhythm. For him, he's going to want a lot more than that to come.
And Sacramento has possession. Following the bucket by Orlando. If it counts.
No doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of. It's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
And stolen by Corey Stein. Hield kicks to Fox. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to Olenek. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 5-on-3 break. Releases. Fox, no good.
Low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And it's good. 2 points. Money's got 7 points. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here. Hook loose. It's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Money.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. And there isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in. And it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Sacramento off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Number 1, the Magic.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing big defenses with that up-tempo style.
Fox passes to Barnes. He kicks to Hield. 5 to shoot. A 3.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Barnes grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 5. And the turnover again by Sacramento. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Orlando, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out Washington. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And when I look at Orlando, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Really an intimidating style of defense. I mean, they challenged everything at the rim, and that led them to victory.
That was a big-time block party. Even several shots they didn't even get a hand on were effective.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Bagley. Buries it down low. Bagley's got his first points of the game.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Olynyk, and that one is good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Kings trail by 8. The Kings moving their G League affiliate from Reno to nearby Stockton, California. This is a 45-minute drive from the Golden One Center.
Yeah, I love it. And the Kings fans have more of the Kings brand to support. I mean, it's all about accessibility for players and personnel. I mean, a definite change in climate, but they're really quick.
Here's Orlando now. They're on a 14-6 run. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Sacramento, they've got 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Heel finds Paulie Stein. Now Barnes. Hook loose. One-on-one here. Throws it up high. Nice shot there by Bamba.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Sacramento's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Fox. Orlando grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Now, here's Fox. He picked up 18 points in their last one against Golden State. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. Isaac with the steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Bamba's running. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
And I'm over here to check out the numbers for Isaac. Putting up about 22 points per, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
It's good. 6 points for Mohamed Bamba.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Barnes looking around. And it's Heel off the drive to the middle. And Paulie Stein with the basket on the assist by Heel.
Anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. He was wide open.
Ross for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Now, here's Fox. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Magic leading by 15. Here's Isaac. The rebound by Heel.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get at the ball.
And that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Goes back up. He lays it in. Heald's got his first 2 points of the night.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Money. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Now, here's Fox. Power timeout called by Sacramento. Buddy Hield grew up in a tough area in the Bahamas. Didn't have a lot of things the rest of us all take for granted.
Yeah, he slept in a room with all 6 of his siblings. At the crack of dawn, he tiptoed over. The thing about this, to make sure he got to school on time, he had to be the first in his kitchen to boil water for his bag. I mean, what a story. Shows you where he came from. It also shows you, wow.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Troy Williams comes in for Harrison Barnes. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Farrell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. On defense, the Magic. The lead is 15. Farrell for 3.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Here's Money. It's deflected.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
Pass to Farrell. Takes it to Bagley. Here's Giles. Averages about 5 points a game. Farrell for 3. Ross grabs the board.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Knocks it loose. Money passes it to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
And that's 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
David Banks sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
Well, look, you can play with pace, you can play with speed, and still be patient. And that's what this team is going to have to do against this aggressive D. They can't force things. They've got to play smart and in control.
And the first one drops. Big-time scoring is always a premium, Chris, when you're evaluating players on the offensive side. What do you hope to find as you kind of break down their game?
I hope to find that you can dribble, shoot, and pass. Because if you can do those things and you're a great scorer, then I know that if you get double teamed, you can find an open man. That if you have the heart of an unselfish player, that you're willing to think 2-3 plays ahead of how to set someone else up that's struggling. Because a great player can always get their own. And also on the offensive side of the ball, are you careless? Do you value possessions? Do you make easy turnovers? And if you do make a turnover in the offensive end, what is your temperature like defensively? Will you run back and get back and try to get a stop? What type of player are you overall? Great offensive players are result-oriented, not necessarily seeking individual numbers or playing, and that's a big part of my evaluation.
Magic leading by 15. Here's Money. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Money's got 14 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Farrell kicks to Giles. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
I don't care who it is, you can't leave him wide open from that range.
He gets that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And now Isaac running the floor all by himself.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
I love how they've done it. They built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
Bagley with the ball. He's against Olenek. Sinks that one from the post. Here's Money. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Yeah, you gotta push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Clippers. Farrell looking around. He can't get that one to fall. And Orlando the other way now.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of a shooter.
Money, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Fellas, isn't that why you like to have a great point guard who can make a play above the rim like that?
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Second is Marvin Bagley.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Sacramento making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Ross against Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Here's Farrell. And it's done.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
.114 left here in the first quarter.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way off this quarter.
Again, the miss by the King.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Farrell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Offline with his 3. Magic leading by 23. Pass to Money. And here is Bamba. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Count it.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. Farrell for 3. Giles, the pass to Bogdanovich. He kicks to Bagley. Rebound by Olenek. Olenek's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
There's the pass to Giles. Stolen by Bamba. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Trips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
They've come in with a great overall strategy, the right attitude, and the scoreboard reflects that.
And so it's Orlando, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. We've got Money. Isaac out there with Olenek. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Bamba in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Knocked loose. Olenek with the steal. And now Bamba pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Passes it to Giles. The feed to Bagley. Shoots over Olenek. Bagley, no good. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Money. A beautiful reverse layup. Money's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. You know, for years, the adage has been that big men take longer to develop than other positions. Does that still ring true today?
I don't think so. I think today the point guard position, because the point guard position is the toughest position in the game. I think when the big men did take the longest to develop it was because the big man position is sitting in power forward was the toughest, and that's kind of changed. Captain B didn't take very long to develop. Big men coming to the league, they're more polished now, and I think the fact that the coaches, the coaching, the skill sets now are so much more alike that guys can make it easier adjustment into the game because they've been playing their game and adjusting a lot longer than maybe the players before that had to find a different role once they entered into the pros.
And Brewer kicks to Fox. And he's good on the 3-ball. Fox has got 7.
This is the next step for Fox. I mean, he's sharpening his outside shot. He's becoming a major threat from there.
Money passes to Olenek. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
A pass to Fox. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Kings. Olenek with the steal. Now, here's Bamba. 10 points for him. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Count that one. 28 points for Money.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
For Sacramento, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Free throw good, Fox. And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on.
Yeah, I mean, he picks up 94 feet. And that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
And you talk about that quick twitch athletes have. De'Aaron Fox is a blur in the lane. Chris, definitely an attack guard.
Oh, yeah, and it's not just his quickness, Kevin. I mean, it's his mentality, his aggressiveness. He's very competitive. He wants to impose his will on the game, and I love that.
Got a piece of it.
Oh, and he's the rare player with the shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Olenek is still going to get his share of blocks.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Fox kicks to Burks. Kings moving the ball around. Cauley Stein with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Here's Fox.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. It's good.
You got to do more than that to slow Collins down, man. I mean, he's used to absorbing contact while shooting.
Pass to Isaac. Here's Money to the wing on the left. Olynyk inside, covered by Barnes. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Count the basket. Fox has got 11 points.